Welcome back. In a world where everyone wants to be a Bruce Lee or a Jackie Chan, which has in turn opened floodgates for many to open centers with tall claims such as learn to defend yourself in 15 days, the sad reality is that most of these art forms are taught as sports and not self-defense techniques. My colleague Natasha Doraiswamy highlights the dangers behind this growing racket.
Ever heard of MMA, mixed martial arts? Don't be fooled by fancy hoardings that have Kobudo or karate or Japanese Shitoroyo karate splashed all over it. Especially if they claim self-defense is their product on sale for 15 to 20 days. Mixed martial arts is a highly competitive sport that requires full contact in attack mode rather than anything to do with defense, as it's a complicated mixture of fighting techniques from various art forms. Most of all, it requires years and years of training and skill.
We will deliver the punches like this from the boxing, and we will use the kicks from Muay Thai, and we will use the elbow and knee from Muay Thai, and we will use the grappling and locks, each and everything from Jiu-Jitsu. That's all. Through the mixed martial art, we are concentrating how to participate in the ring. We never concentrate about how to fight with our enemy. If you want to protect yourself, you need not to think about the sports-based mixed martial art system.
When Team NDTV Hindu inquired about these tall claims, it turned out that it was really too good to be true.
Mixed martial art mixed martial art ரெண்டு பேர் ஃபைட் பண்ணுறது மட்டும்தான். அதை வச்சுட்டு செல்ஃப் கற்றுக்க முடியுமா, இல்லைன்னா கராட்டே நான் பண்ணி ஃபெயிலியர் வேஸ்ட்டாக வச்சு யூஸ் இல்லை.
கராட்டே பற்றி சொல்லலாம். கராட்டேல எப்படின்னா மிக்ஸ் மார்ஷல் ஆர்ட்ஸும் கராட்டேக்கு என்ன டிஃப்ரெண்ட்னா, கராட்டே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ரோபோ மாதிரி தான் இருப்பாங்க ஆள். எல்லா சிஸ்டம் பாருங்க இப்படி தான் ஆடலாம், பொம்மை மாதிரி இருப்பாங்க. அப்படி கூட ஃப்ளெக்சிபிளாக இருக்கும் எப்படின்னா. இந்த மிக்ஸ் மார்ஷல் ஆர்ட்ஸை பற்றி எப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கிற முடியாது. உதாரணத்துக்கு எல்லா டெக்னிக்கும் வரும். இப்போ அதான் சார் என்ன, இப்போ மிக்ஸ் மார்ஷல் ஆர்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பாக்ஸிங் வரும், அப்புறம் கிக் பாக்ஸிங் வரும். இதில் இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே வரும், ஆனால் தேவையில்லாது வரும். எது தேவையோ அது வரும். ஸ்ட்ரீட் ஃபைட்டுக்கு இப்போ உதாரணத்துக்கு இப்போ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச பிளாக்கு த்ரோ எல்லாமே இருக்கும், லாக் எல்லாமே இருக்கும். கையை போட்டு முறுக்கி கீழே வச்சு குத்துறது, அதாவது ஈவி இறங்கி எதுவுமே இருக்காது. உங்களுக்கு சிம்பிளாக ரெண்டே டெக்னிக் தெரிஞ்சால் கூட இதில் உங்களுக்கு 1000 டெக்னிக் இருக்குது. இப்போ ஒரு உதாரணம் சொல்கிறேன், இப்போ பிளாக் பெல்ட்டே இருக்குது.
மிக்ஸ் மார்ஷல் ஆர்ட் அது கற்றுக்கிட்டா
கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குங்க. அதுதான் நம்ம அவங்க சொல்ல இருக்கீங்க. இப்போ நிறைய பேர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பிளாக் பெல்ட் கூட பிளாக் பெல்ட் தான், ஆனால் அவங்களுக்கு போயிட்டு இப்போ ஒரு ஃபைட்டுன்னு வரும்போது அவங்க அடிக்கூடுவாங்க.
That's just one example of how many so-called centers are out there telling you, the common man, that you can be a mixed martial arts specialist just by simply training in as tiny as a 15-day course. And the biggest attraction to make that quick buck is by calling it a self-defense technique. Beware, it isn't all what it seems. MMA is a sport that allows you to hurt your opponent on a well-calculated points-based system. It is not designed to help defend yourself from sudden blows off the fist of an enemy or attacker. In fact, if these dangerous moves are wrongly used, you could end up giving yourself a body blow. So remember, choose not to be naive. In Chennai, Natasha Doraiswamy for NDTV Hindu.
Now today marks Eid ul-Fitr, the season and festival of brotherhood and of festivity that brings it with it the reason to feast on some real delicacies. So what's an Eid celebration without that mouth-watering dish of biryani? Well, I was the lucky one to storm into the kitchen of one family here in the city, and I needn't say more, I guess. Take a look. It is Eid ul-Fitr today, a time of rejoicing, sharing. It is the biggest of biggest Eid after a whole month of fasting in the holy month of Ramzan. That is, I am at the house of Munir Muhammad. Eid Mubarak, Munir.
Eid Mubarak. How are you?
You've gone to the mosque, you
Yes,
offered your
yes,
prayers, but you're looking forward to something else?
Yeah, as usual, we always go to the mosque in the morning, offer our prayers to Allah after the holy month of Ramadan. And after that, we all look forward to my wife's homemade biryani, which is awesome.
Okay.
I think it is the best, and you should have a taste of it to know exactly what I'm speaking.
Well, biryani is the highlight, so why
Yeah.
don't we head to the kitchen then?
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay. Ms. Nishan, it's already smelling really nice. What
Thank
biryani
you.
are you making? Is it the Nawabi, Mughlai or the dum biryani?
It's a Bombay dum biryani.
Okay.
In this, we first put the ghee and oil, half. Then we put garam masala, whole garam masala. Then we fry the chicken nicely. It has to be like half sort of done only, the chicken in frying.
What's the speciality of dum biryani? Does it have to be layer by layer?
Layer by layer. We'll first put the rice, then you put this chicken, then again rice, and then we put a tawa, old tawa down and put this dish on top and keep it for 1.5 hours.
So Eid is normally a very busy time for the ladies in the kitchen.
But
what do you like about the whole
thing is that
cooking?
the whole family meets. Everybody from far and near come to my mother's house for dinner, and we all go there and we have dinner together. My whole mother, father's family, my children, my sister's children, my brother's children who all are married. Everybody with their kids, about 50-60 people come to my mother's house, and we all sit down together and eat.
You've been fasting for the whole month, you've been sacrificing your meals, you've been praying, you've been typically staying away from all things that can be good, and sometimes good things can also be evil. So you're staying away from food. So a significant way to show that okay, we are thankful to God. We are not trying to say that we are starving or anything, but we are trying to say that we are trying to cleanse ourselves. So food, when you say food, typically for Muslims, biryani is like a trademark meal.
So we've seen the making and tasted it too, and it's only apt that we wrap this by wishing you Eid Mubarak. So the biryani, people embracing each other, stunning aromas of vermicelli and the Hyderabadi Halim saturating the air, and flashes and streaks of serene colors, and you ought to know that it is Eid. But beyond the celebrations, those rejoicing are also taking a moment to use this auspicious day to reflect on larger national issues.
Well, I needn't tell you today why it's a very special day today. The love is pouring. Just look out on the street shows that it's a look of compassion, it's a look of harmony that one can see, and important messages are coming across. And speaking of messages, let's take a look at, of course, what message some of the people have for our viewers. Everyone, why is the day so special today? Right, so there you heard it for yourself. Of course, everyone wishing our viewers Eid Mubarak.
With a month-long period of fasting ending with this special day, clearly the celebratory mood is turning out to be quite infectious.
அண்டை வீட்டார் பசித்திருக்கும்போது தான் உண்பது ஒரு முஸ்லிமுக்கால் அகல. ஸோ அண்டை வீட்டார் பசித்திருக்கும்போது நாங்கள் அவர்களுக்கு கொடுத்து அவர்கள் வயிறு நிரம்ப நாங்களும் உண்ண வேண்டும். அவர்களும் வயிறு நிரம்ப வேண்டும், நாங்களும் உண்ண வேண்டும்.
And speaking of forgiveness, after the stay order on the death sentence of convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, the euphoria appears to have gelled well with the central theme of Eid.
On the eve of Eid, the Tamil Nadu CM brought out a resolution asking the central government to pardon the 3 people who are convicted in Rajiv Gandhi's murder case. In one way, I consider it as a Ramzan gift.
But it's not just the plight of the 3 convicts that have captured the imagination. Eid appears to have pushed many towards introspection. Corruption and Anna Hazare appear to have gone beyond just being catchphrases on this auspicious day.
One common thing is we all talk about government. Of course, I mean, government has to do its bit. But the corruption cannot be eradicated only by the government. It is the people like us, we have to stand up and say that in all walk of life, we show the example how to live a life in Islamic way.
Clearly speaks about the person who takes bribe and gives bribe. Both, they will go to hell.
Quite possibly, these shared sentiments have only strengthened the secular fabric. And nowhere was this more evident than in Parry's Corner, with a Christian school embracing thousands of praying Muslims by allowing the use of its premises.
We really enjoy this social integration. We are conducting this Eid prayer in this Christian institution, not only for the first time this year, but for years together.
Even as the nation faces turbulent times, Eid, it seems, is the proverbial balm. In Chennai with Ashwin Kumar, Natasha Duraiswamy for NDTV Hindu.
Well, just to take off on that death penalty for the 3 convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi case, Karunanidhi, the former chief minister and the DMK chief, has now spoken and said that Jayalalitha should in fact come forward to save Santhan Murugan and Perari Balan, and that she should realize her powers at least now. The 3 convicts face death sentence in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, and let's just remind you that the Madras High Court had stayed their execution for about 8 weeks, and that there was also a resolution passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly urging the President to commute the 3 death row convicts. Let's just also remind you that the PMK today in fact demanded that the new Tamil Nadu Governor K. Rosaya's first order be that cancellation of the death sentence of these 3 convicts. And also reacting to the Union Minister Salman Khurshid's comments, he's also said that the party has added, in fact the PMK has added, that the reconsideration would not be binding on anybody, and that the Tamil Nadu Assembly was not just a building but a legalized body representing the feelings of 7 crore Tamils. Let's get you some national news now. A day after the draft of his sports bill was rejected, the Sports Minister Ajay Maken today hit out at the BCCI. In fact, the cricket board, which he wanted included among sports bodies which come under great scrutiny. According to Mr. Maken, the BCCI has serious questions to answer.
We want them to be transparent in their accounting and entire process. We want them to be answerable to the citizens of India, Indian countrymen, because after all they are sending team which represents India as a nation. So that is what we are asking. Can the BCCI or the cricket body tell me how much they had to pay for Firozshah Kotla land? Can the BCCI tell me? Can their people tell me they have constructed a beautiful stadium in Dharamshala? How much money they had to pay to the Himachal government? The land is free. The land is the most important thing. When they are getting free land from the government, when they are getting concessions by way of income tax and other tax concessions from the government, can they tell me whether they have to pay entertainment tax when they organize matches? Can they tell me whether they have to pay for the police for providing them security in their matches? When they are seeking all such benefits, I am not saying give your details or accounts to us, to the government. We are saying give it to the public.
Kirti Azad, let me go across to you first, because you have a contrary view. You have a sports person's view in this, not entirely a political view. Tell me what you feel about the sports bill and the news that the cabinet and Sharad Pawar, one of the key ministers who rejected this.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how to say this, the majority of the people are the president of either one association or the other. Secondly, the bill that is coming is to regulate, not control. 44 of the federations have accepted it, except the BCCI and the Indian Olympic Association. Age and tenure could be something that we could talk about. But BCCI being such a lovely association, it's transparent, it's so good, and that's what even the BCCI was saying. There's nothing wrong to be into the RTI, and the best way to really come out of the controversies and show that there is transparency. RTI is something which I don't think so is going to be troubling anybody, and they should accept it as soon as possible.
When we come back on this bulletin, Ajit lays down his cards, his fans roar. The salt and pepper works, so who's the winner in Mangata? Find out when we come back.